Hey Fuzzies, it's Janice, and if one more person tries to call me and interrupt my videotaping, there's gonna be a problem. Every time I go to um, record, somebody's calling me. Stop it. Just stop. Like right now, this is important to me, so I want to get this out. This is a message to whoever is telling my great niece to stop talking about her abuse. Just stop it. You know, if you actually listen to Megan, you might be able to help somebody else out in the same predicament. So please stop. Thank you. This channel is positive, no drama. Mama don't take no drama from nobody. So yes, we had a great day. We had old time fair in our town today. It was fun. It was awesome. We got to see the old-fashioned water pumps back in the early 1800s. We got to see all the washers that were made and all the irons that were used over the years, centuries, decades. Let's see, what else do we do? Food, always good food. Always good company, always good people. So yeah, we had fun. We spent about 2.5, 3 hours down there. Not very long. They have it was Potter Place. Potter Place is African American magician. It was the first African American celebrity, I think, ever in the United States at that time. So yeah, and maybe tomorrow or something I can go down to Potter Place because the fair was going on. So it's kind of hard not to get people in, because I did video a little bit, but it's kind of hard not to get people's faces in because everybody was there. I mean, just about everybody in town was there. Massachusetts people were there. So yeah, people out of state were there too. So I try not to get other people's faces in where I'm seeing. So maybe tomorrow I'll go down to Potter Place. Maybe I'll just do that by myself. Go to Potter's Place and show you out what it's like. If that's what you want to see. Yeah, it's been a long weekend, and I'm sure some of you saw the drama on Facebook. Had to delete it because that is not me. I was just I just had enough. I mean, you can only take so much over a 15-year period without saying a word. Then all of a sudden, I exploded. So that was my bad, and I'm sorry that everybody had to hear it from me. It was live on Facebook last night, about 10:30, quarter to 11. Yeah, I was not a very happy camper, but it's been like 15 years of the same old crap, being accused of not knowing the facts. Not, you know, people stop judging other people. If you have not walked a mile in their shoes, don't say anything. Step back, observe, and do your own conclusion. But don't come up and start accusing, or you know the facts when you don't. So, just like I said, with Megan, my great niece, let her talk, please. It's helping her heal, and it could also help somebody else heal that went through the same thing. Or it could be helping somebody that is going through the same thing. So please, don't tell her to shut up. Don't tell her to go back the way she was before, because there's no such thing as going back to the way you were before. And if you don't like it, this is what I'm going to tell you right now. If you don't like it, listen. Listen to what she has to say, because it could be your child. It could be your friend. It could be your niece. It could be your nephew. It could be anybody that you love very much. If you listen to Megan, she has some good stuff to say about how to self-heal yourself. That makes sense. About self-healing. Trusting, that'll never happen for her. I don't know about, I can't speak for Megan, but I can speak for me. Trusting, that will never, ever happen again for me. To 100% trust somebody, especially a man. So, yeah. I trust myself. And I trust my very best friend. But when it comes to a man, I don't trust. And there's a lot of females I don't trust either. that won't stab you in the back 100 million times. So trust is not in my vocabulary. Somebody says, trust me. Somebody that says, trust me, I don't trust. I automatically flips a switch if somebody says, trust me. It's like, it just flips a switch in my brain, and I automatically do not trust that person that just said, trust me. Trust me, I will never hurt you. Trust me, I would never leave you. Trust me, I will never cheat on you. Trust me. No, just the words, trust me. Nope. That just went right out the window. Nope, don't trust you. So, if my great niece wants to talk about her situation, her thoughts, her feelings, please let her do so. She needs to let it out. She needs to heal herself. And the person that's saying she's trying to get attention, maybe she is. Maybe she's trying to get somebody's attention that actually does need self-healing, herself or himself, or does need help. She's trying to get the word out. That's what it is. She's not trying to bring the attention to herself. She's trying to get the word out. So whoever's telling her to shut up needs to sit back and listen to what Megan has to say. And maybe she can help, or he can help, whoever's saying it can help somebody else out that's in the same predicament. Think about that. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, this is about my great niece today because she's gone through a lot. She's still young. She has children. I mean, it's ridiculous how people can treat another person nowadays. And now there's a law against it. It's called domestic violence. And yes, you can go to jail for it. I don't know if it's a felony in this state. It should be. If it is, congratulations to New Hampshire. Because male or female, it doesn't matter who the abuser is, male or female, needs to take responsibility for his or her own action. Kids nowadays, all these shootings, all these mass shootings from Texas to Ohio, you know what it is? Kids don't get disciplined anymore. They get to do what the hell they want to do. So they think they can talk to an adult any way, shape, or form. Oh, now they're killing them. They kill their parents, their grandparents, their husbands, their wives, their children. Come on. It's time, America, to step up. Have the adults be the adults and have the children be the children. You don't have to whip their asses to get a point across, but a spanking never hurts. When you do something wrong, if a talking, I used to give my kids lectures. They would rather get their ass slapped than get a lecture from me. Isn't that sad? Do you know why? Because the spanking gets over and done with. A lecture, they have to think about what they've done and what they've said to hurt the other person. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes even a spanking doesn't help, but a good old-fashioned lecture does. Put it in their heads. Don't do this. You cannot do that to another person. You cannot be that hateful to another person. You just can't do it. Keep your hands to yourself. That's what I used to tell my kids. Oh, Georgie slapped me, Mom. Georgie, keep your hands to yourself unless you want to get smacked back. Because you can't say anything if you get smacked back because you can't keep your hands to yourself. So keep your hands to yourself, people. Keep your mean, ugly words to yourself. If people just sat for a second and listened for a second, instead of flapping their gums in the breeze, instead of giving everybody else's, giving your opinion before the sentence is even finished, you can call me what you want. I don't really care. But let them finish your sentence before you start judging, before you start throwing out, before you start saying, okay, shut up. Don't do that. Sorry, Megan, if I'm embarrassing you, but I can't take it. I just can't take this. This friggin' world has come to a friggin', Hatesville. Or this is what I think about you for saying that. You're just trying to get attention. You're just trying to bring the starlights to your side. Yeah, that's right. Megan decided she wanted to be abused, verbally abused, by a man that she thought she really loved and thought he really loved her. to bring the attention to herself so she can be verbally, so she can tell you, no, it doesn't work that way, people. It does not work that way. I'm sorry, Megan, honey, if I'm embarrassing you, but I can't take it anymore. People just need to stop and listen instead of constantly blabbing. And the blabbers don't even know what the hell they're talking about. So please, stop. Put your ears on. Zip that. And do this. Listen. It doesn't take patience. It doesn't take any kind of brain power. It doesn't take any kind of anything. It takes you to just and listen for a change. That's all I have to say today. Late.